Brag about today was these Poana greens. The greens here, in fact, the shape of the course year in, year out at Uplands, just in pristine shape all year round, but even more so and very challenging for the TC Island Savings Open. And that's thanks in large part to Brian Youell and his great staff here. Brian is the superintendent at the Uplands course, and he's been in the industry for a few decades. Well, sadly, a couple of years ago, Brian was struck in the head with a golf ball. And here's a look at his inspirational story.
The course conditions at this year's TC Island Savings Open were pretty close to perfect.
So it's a respectable speed for tournament play.
And that's thanks to Upland Superintendent Brian Youell, who along with his crew spent the last month grooming the greens.
And they give me standards, what they're looking for as far as mowing heights, just firmness of the fairways, the firmness of the greens.
Working in the local golf industry since 1978, Uplands is lucky to have him.
They look like they're rolling pretty good.
But Brian is also lucky to be here. 2 years ago, Youell's life took a drastic turn when he was helping a fellow superintendent with their irrigation system.
So we were down in the middle of his fairway doing this wire repair, and a golfer was about 30 yards away from me. And they hit a wood and just took a shot about 30 yards away, right above the temple there. And I got up and I felt quite dizzy and just kind of said I was okay. They came running over to make sure I was okay.
But in reality, Brian was anything but. Diagnosed with a concussion, Youell started forgetting simple tasks and became a different person.
You know, I'll never forget the statement from my 10-year-old daughter at the time, Amanda. She just said she wished that she would have her old dad back. It got to the point, even going home from work, probably 4 or 5 times, I got confused, couldn't remember how to get home or where I was actually going.
Normally, if I come to have coffee with Brian and take a look at the golf course, we'll sit in the restaurant where all the members are, and you know, we just had to avoid people in general. You know, I saw a man that was no one that I'd ever known.
And that man was battling personal demons to the point of no return.
One of the scariest things for me is I remember filling up my car with my wife and kids, and they'd asked me to be honest with them. I was hiding it for about a year at the time, and I just said it was as plain as day to, you know, just turn the gas and turn on a lighter, and it just felt like a short circuit. And I'm not a depressed person, but I can understand what some of the hockey players had gone through.
One of those hockey players is Victoria's Jeff Courtnall, a good friend of Brian's who also suffered a brain injury. Hearing about Youell's troubles, Courtnall told him to try the Valentus Clinic. Uneasy at first, Youell decided he would keep an open mind as he desperately wanted his old life back. Brian went through several neurological sessions attempting to repair the brain, and almost immediately he saw a positive change.
Sleep is a lot better now. I can get a good solid night's sleep. By the time the end of the week, I remember seeing my mom, and she was in tears. She just said, "You're back." You know, she could see it in your eyes. I can engage with people again. My memory is almost back.
You know, that brightness in his eyes again, that was gone, and you know, laughter and that smile, he was back.
These two met together on the golf course working for me. Now they're living together.
Now back to his regular routine and using the tools of the trade, Brian thanks Valentus for giving him back the most important tool of all, and hopes his story will educate others on the severity of brain injuries.
Whether it's heading a soccer ball or playing lacrosse or hockey, is we need to be careful. We need to take head injuries seriously, not throw our kids back onto the ice or back onto the field because we want them to be professionals one day. We need to care for their health, and that's what I've been all about since this.
Yeah, just a remarkable story and a remarkable man, and it is Brain Injury Awareness Month. Brian Youell joins me right now on the 18th green, and Brian, you know, people just wonder how you're doing these days. How are you feeling these days?
Yeah, feeling a lot better now, thank you. Yeah, it's been over a year since the last tournament, and I remember watching the event actually in the trees just because I couldn't be around in public around people, and just with the anxiety and the confusion and everything. But now I'm able to process information and deal with people clearly, and yeah, we had a great tournament, the best year that I've seen it in my 32 years here. Yeah, it's been fantastic.
It's great, and you have a message for, you know, maybe the parents at home with kids involved in hockey and lacrosse and rugby and that type of thing. I know you speak to kids as well.
Yeah, myself and Jeff Courtnall, we've spoke at a few parent groups and talked about putting our kids back out on ice too soon, or back out in the field, because we may want them to be pros one day, and we really need to look after the kids' health. We need to take their injuries seriously and not rush them back, and to make sure that they're assessed properly. And yeah, I've been fortunate enough to be able to go speak at some of the schools and hopefully spread the message to take care of our head.
Well, we're glad you're good, buddy.
Yeah,
Honestly,
thanks,
you know, really, and congratulations on, great condition, and
Yeah.
the guys bragging about the course again this week.